Hi, good evening, guys. So we'll continue straight away, and um, yeah, yeah, we tried beating. I think we can start off. So in the last class, we discussed, or we're discussing operators and value comparisons. For we had to go. So I'll start off from there, but for the sake of those who are joining us today, I'll start from the top so we can like get a glimpse of what we're trying to do. So I'll share my screen. Please kindly confirm you can hear me. Back on.
I can hear you.
Yes, you can hear.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening, everybody. So hold on, let me try and share my screen. Share screen. Yeah, you can see my screen here. So I'll switch to our project, JavaScript class. JavaScript. Yes. So this is where so I'll try and zoom in for those of us that can see clearly. So I'm zoomed in now. I'll start our live server. So open live server. So come to our private tab. You used to have a private tab. This is our private tab here. So we'll do this now.
Sorry, please. I cannot hear you. Please, can you speak louder? Like, your voice is very faint.
You can't hear me.
Your voice is very faint. I think you should speak louder.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Is it better?
Yeah, it's better. It's better.
Okay. Let's see what's happening. Contact is off. It's still starting. So let's hold on for it to start then. So before we start our live server, basically we were discussing what value comparison is, and we said there are two different types of conversion. So there's the type conversion and there's the type correction. Yes. So let's go back to our private tab. Starting now. So this one is not clear. Okay, I'll try and speak very, very much louder. So this is the previous code we had prior to when you guys started. So I'll clean everything now and I'll start off from the beginning. So basically what I'm trying to say is there are two different ways that we can work with types in JavaScript. So there are different type of data, like I rightly explained from the onset. We have our string, we have our numbers, we have our boolean. But in certain cases, when you need to access numbers from user, those users enter numbers from our HTML dots, our HTML file, or from the front end. What JavaScript receives is a string. So if a user enters, for instance, 20, like I rightly explained here, so this is a command that prompts the user to enter a random number. So if the user enter a random number and we check the type of that number, we notice that the number is a string. But on the front for it's entering a number, let's assume 20. Let's practicalize it now. Let's go back to our code. So this is the prompt. And the prompt is asking us to enter a random number. So if we come here, let's console log. Let's say type of user number. So we say type of user number basically. What we get back is a string. So let's cancel this. Let's cancel again. Now let's refresh. So refresh, let's open our console. Let's zoom in our console. Yes. So if I enter 20 here and I press OK, if you notice the type of 20 is string, but I enter the number there, not a string. So this is where type conversion comes in place. So if, for instance, you want to work with this 20, let's say you want to multiply this user number with another number, let's say add it with another number, let's say 50. So if we go back to our browser and we refresh, it asks us for a random number. If we enter 20 and press OK, we notice it's giving us 2050, which is supposed to be 20 plus 50, which is supposed to be 70, but we're getting 2050. Why? Because the number is being registered as a string. So what happens is that it concatenates it. So it's string 20, then this plus is adding the 20 to the 50, so it becomes this, which is supposed not to be. So in order to convert strings to number, there are three ways we can do it. So converting strings to number, you can do it in three ways. So basically, you can say for step one, you can use the number keyword. So the number keyword provided to us in JavaScript. So if you just do number, let's move this. Let's remove this. Let's remove this. We tried this in the last class, but I want to just go over it again. So we'll start from baseline. So for instance, if you want to convert this particular username to a number, you can simply do this number keyword. Remember, in capital letter, once you do this, it automatically converts your number for you to a number. So if I come now and let me remove this, then let's go back to our console. So remember here we have user num plus 10. So anything I add is supposed to just add 10 to it. So if we go back, let's cancel. Let's refresh now. So if we refresh and let's say we enter 50, ideally it's supposed to be 50 plus 10. So let's see what we get. We get 60. Usually it will be 50, 60, which concatenates 5060. But now we've converted our string to a number. So this is one way of doing it. The other way of doing it is use the pass int. So this pass int is known as pass integer. So you are passing the particular string to an integer. So this is another method of converting your string to number. So if we come back here and let's refresh, let's enter, let's say 100. You press OK, we notice that it has 10 to it, that's 110. Same idea with what we have up here. Also, we can also use this method, and this is like the simplest and easiest method, adding the plus to the particular variable holding the string. So notice how we're adding the plus here. We're not adding it, they're adding space. No. What we are doing basically here is doing plus, then immediately enter the string. So what happens automatically behind the scene is that it converts this particular string to a number. Do you understand? So if you come back here again, now let's do what we did. And this time let's use 200. If we do this, then we get 220 because what we're adding 20 to the 200, enter. So these are the three methods that are widely used in converting your strings to number. We can also do converting numbers to string quite similarly, or how you notice. Let's say, let's comment this out now. So let's say, or let's still, yes, let's comment this out. And let's assume that we have, let's say, we have constant number here, so we declared number here, then bring it down so it will be easy for us to work with. So this const num is equal to 1, 2, 3. So if I console log, let's say console log type of num. So let's go back to our console and check. So if you notice now, our type of num is equals to number. So ideally, what we have there is a number. So let's say we want to convert that 1, 2, 3 to a string. Now we don't want to work with number. We want to make it a string. The first or one of the methods to do. Let's also say, okay, this let me please let me log this out. Then let's open another log. So let's say console.log string, and we'll pass number to it. So now what I've done here is that I've converted this particular num to a string. So let's make it more spicy. Let me do this. Let me copy. Let's say const converted num is equals to this. So let's come and do type of converted num. Type of converted num. So if we check our console now, what are we expected to see? Anybody? What are we expected to see in our console?
String.
Yes, let's see. So let's see. We're having a string in our console. In as much as we entered a number here, but for the fact that we've done this string keyword on the number, it automatically converts number to a string for us. So this is one way of converting in number to a string. So let me comment this out. And let's come again. Let's say we have the second method we can do is basically by concatenating an empty string. So let's say we have num here. So let's say const converted num 2. Let's use converted num 2 is equals to. So let's say num. So now num is 1, 2, 3. Let's just do plus this. Ideally, once you do this or once you concatenate with an empty string, what happens is it automatically um, converts it for you to a string ticket. So if we do this now, let's say num2, and let's do type of num2. If we come here, we'll see that type of num2 is also a string. So in if you take notes or if you took notes here, we did this star plus with like the string that converts, and it automatically converted it to a number for us. In the same manner, adding an empty string to a number converts it to a string. Do you understand? So this is like another way for you to convert a number to a string. You can use the string keyword, or you can add an empty string to the number and it converts for you. So this
Sorry, I
is
didn't hear that one you just commented. You say adding string to.
adding an empty string. So if you notice now, adding an empty string to this particular number. So let's do this. Let's move this now, and let's go back to our console. So there's no empty string here. I go back to our console and I check type of no, I'm getting the number here. But as soon as I add plus an empty string, so this is an empty string now. I'm just putting the string key. So as I said, anything that goes in a quote is a string. Do you understand? So I'm opening an empty string here and saying, okay, add this number to this string. So what happens behind the scene is, if you check the type of converted num, automatically it becomes a string. So let's refresh, you get a string here. So this is one method of converting number to a string. Are there any questions?
No, understood.
Okay, now next one is converting boolean. So boolean basically is the true and the false. And like I said, they are like just those two properties to it. It's either true or it's either false. Do you understand? You might not really use this out there, and it's very rare. I personally have not used this particular method since I started coding, but it's just to put this out there. Do you understand? So you can convert to a boolean. So let's use the boolean keyword now. So let's say converting to a boolean. So now let's say um const bool, or rather, okay, let's make it easier. Let's just do console.log straight. Console.log. Then let's see boolean, and let's pass 0 to it. So let's take our console. Let's see what we have. So now we are saying boolean, and ordinarily, yeah, in JavaScript, the value 0 and 1 also stands for true and false in some cases. Yeah. So if it's like a switch, if you are doing switch like on and off, you can say 0 is off and 1 is on. So in JavaScript also, if you're using Boolean, you can practically say, okay, 0 can be for false and 1 can be true. So if you're working with numbers and you want to say, okay, if you're expecting 0 or if the data being returned is 0, you can automatically convert it to be false. So what we did here now basically is converting 0 to a false value. So here we said, okay, anything or anytime I'm dealing with 0 as a figure, convert it to false. And if you pass 1 here also, you can also convert it to true. So if we refresh now, we can see that 1, the boolean of 1 now is true. Let me remove this out so won't get confused. So passive working with numbers, but it's just basically 0, 1. So 0 being passed to a boolean returns false. 1 being passed to a boolean returns true. So that's like significantly how you can work with boolean. In no case have I ever used this, but just to put it out there that there's a way to convert 0 to false and 1 to true using the boolean key. I don't think you use it, but just keep it at the back of your mind that yes, this is possible. So moving forward, I would explain to us what operators are. So if you were in our last class or you paid attention to our last class, I said there's a difference between if you just hear equal to, so I can say 1 plus 2 is equals to 3. But this 1 plus 2 rather is equals to 3. Mathematically, yes, this is correct because 1 plus 2, then if you add these two, what it equals to is 3. But in JavaScript, this particular notation or this particular code is wrong. Who can tell me why? Anybody? I
Because
mentioned
Because
because
they did not define what.
okay. So basically, what I'm trying to say is, if I using the equal to sign, you can only use to assign. So equal to here, as we rightly know, is just an assignment. So we can say const name is equal to, and we'll say Adama. Equal to basically is just an assignment. It's assigning Adama to name on the right sense. But if you want to say equal to in JavaScript, so there's equality operator. So you can either use the double equal to or not equal to. So these are the two ways you can check if an item is equal to or not equal to. And there's a depth to this, which I'll rightly explain. So let's quickly work with the console. So let's go back to our console now. And for this, we'll be using our console for this. I'll clear our console and I'll say 1 equal 1. I'm seeing true here because what is on the right side, what's on the left side is equal to what's on the right side, true or false. So if I come here and say 2, I'll be saying false here because 1 is there and 2 is there. Definitely, 1 does not equal 2. If I come back here and put 2, I'll say true. So now this is what JavaScript translates to equal to because 2 here is equal to 2. Now let's spice this up. If I put string and let's put a string and I put 2. I've not entered the value yet, but if I put 2 in this value, what am I expecting to see here? Can anybody take a guess?
You see true.
I'll see 2. And
False.
yes, you see true
False.
because what true, it returns true basically. And what JavaScript reads here, which is not supposed to be, and that's why most people don't really use JavaScript because of types. But basically, you have 2 as a value here, and you have 2 as a string here. It's not supposed to be. Do you understand? Because 2 as a value does not equate 2 as a string. But JavaScript does not read that, and this is where type cohesion comes in place. So there's type conversion and there's type correction. Type conversion is what we've discussed here, converting a particular type to a particular type. And we're doing that explicitly. Do you understand? Now, once you start working with this part or the string and the numbers, what JavaScript did here is that it coheres the type. We are not doing any conversion here by ourselves. JavaScript immediately reads that okay, this is to a number and this is to a string. What will happen now is that we make everything a string. Do you understand? And that's what happens when you are cohesing numbers. So to a string and to a number ordinarily would not go. But because it's JavaScript, let me just cohese it and convert everything to a string. If you want to work with what's on the right side to be exactly the same to what's on the left side, then you have to introduce a triple equal to. So once you use a triple equal to, what automatically happens is that it strictly checks it. It checks the data type particularly and the data value. So if you are passing to here, you must pass that exact thing here. Do you understand? If I come here and put 2, it automatically becomes 2. But if I do this, it becomes false because 2 as a number is not equivalent or is not equal to 2 as a string. But if I come here and put this, it returns 2. So this is the loosely equal to and there's a strictly equal to. So let me indicate it here. Equality check. Equality check. So for the first type of equality check, we have the loosely equal to. Equal to. So loosely equal to checks for only the data. So it's not concerned about the type. It's not adding the type to it. If you are trying to compare a number to a string, so long that they have the same value. So let's come back again and let's make it spicy. If I say 2 is now equal to 3, what do we have? In as much as it's a string and is a number, but it does not give me true. It gives me false because what? The 2 here is not equivalent to 3 here. So now it does not take type into place. It only takes the data or the value into place. So the loosely equal to checks only value, checks only values. It does not check the type. But the strictly equal to, so we have number 2, strictly equal to. So the strictly equal to basically is 3 equal to sign. This check both values and type. So this is extremely important when it comes to real life situations because there are some instances you might want to compare that if this data is returning this exact value to this, do you understand? I want to start doing conditional rendering or conditional checks. That is the if, the switch. You would notice or you see the importance of the loosely equal to and the strictly equal to. Do you understand? There are also the relational operators. So this equality check, let's do relational, relational operators. I know you guys are tired of maybe the talks, but JavaScript on from the beginning is just talks, theory, then maybe practicalize yourself. The plan is from Tuesday till Sunday, we are going to do JavaScript from 5 p.m. till 6:30. So by Thursday, you should be completely done with these theoretical aspects. Thursday, we work on 2 projects. And let me just give you guys the tip of the iceberg. So welcome to front end mentor.io. Just a tip of the iceberg. There are 2 projects we'll be working on. So let's solve this by easy first. Yes, solve by easy first. Yes. So the first project, which is one of my favorite projects, anything you need to work on JavaScript, or anything you need to know as regards JavaScript in terms of DOM manipulation, you're going to fit it here. Let's find it. I'm going to find it. Yes. So one of the projects we're working on is this particular project. So this is like more or less like the um, sign up page or a login page. So we're writing JavaScript to check each values here. And if all values are entered correctly, then you can click your trial. It will display a message after the user enters particular value. This is like for beginners, as you can see for newbie. We'll be doing the HTML, the CSS, and the JavaScript. The other one we'll be doing, because I said we'll be building two. Let me find it for us. Let me find it for us. Let me find it for us. I think it's the waiting. Let's see the waiting. Yes, this is the other one we'll be doing, a rating app. So this app basically is, for instance, you want to leave a review for a user, so you can enter either 3, 4. So if you press submit, then it displays this message. Let's see the message displays. Yes, it displays this message. So this enters the particular digits you rated to use the company or the user. So these are the two things we'll be building from Thursday by God's grace. Just for now, bear with us. Let's just do this, get fundamentals, then we'll go on. So let's go back to our code. So now we are doing the relational check. But before I move on, something you can also do here. You can check if a value is not equal to. So if you're using the not equal to, let's go back to our console. If you're using the not equal to now, let's clear this. You can say clear. Yes, clear. So the not equal to basically is doing the exclamation mark is equal to. This is how you denote the not equal to. So exclamation mark in most cases is just the not. So it's the inverse. So you can check if a value is true or not. So if I say, for instance, now let's do this. So let's say const NEPA is equals to true. It means there's light. So if I come and say console.log not NEPA, let me clean this out and let's see what we have in our console. Let's cancel. I see false. So basically,
False.
this exclamation mark here is basically not or the inverse. So if I'm using it on a boolean, it turns true to false. But if I'm using it on, like, to check a number, you can say it's not equal to. So I can say if 10 is not equal to this, then do this. If 50 is not equal to this, then do this. So you can also indicate it using the loose method. So you can say number 3, you can say loosely not equal to. And this is basically this and equal to. And you can say number 4, strictly not equal to. Strictly not equal to. As you just write 1, 2. So now we're not adding 3 equal to here, it's just 2 equal to you need to add. So what I'm doing now is I'm replacing the first value with the exclamation mark. For this also, we're replacing the first value with the exclamation mark. So this is how to denote the loosely not equal to and the strictly not equal to. So now let's do relational operator. So relational operator basically is just our greater than and our lesser than. I know some of us might not really. Okay, now just a quick one. Which is greater than, which is lesser than? Let's just start. Hands up. Is this greater than or is lesser
Yes,
than?
that's greater.
Greater than.
Greater than.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. What about this?
Greater
Less
Less
than.
Less than.
less than.
So when personally when I was growing up, I used to find it difficult noting greater than and lesser than. So we use our hand to say your right hand
Yes.
is
Greater than. Then
that is
left hand
anyone
lesser.
your right hand is greater than one person your left hand lesser than. So that's how personally I used to know. So in JavaScript also is what they call relational operators. So this one relates to values. So you can say let's go on this, let's cancel this clear. So we can say let me use our console for this, it's easier. So if I come and say if, just don't mind the word, just relate it to me. So I say if 10 is greater than 12, then console.log, console.log, yeah. I'll say else, console.log. Yeah. So let's make this more spicy. So I'll say const num var 2 is equals to, let's see, 10. I can come here and just put number 2 here. So basically now, let's say for instance, we have this particular variable. I want to use this variable to render 50 conditions. Do you understand? So depending on what you need to do, we can equally say, okay, if number 2 is greater than 12, then do this, else do this. So if we go to our console now, what we're expecting to see, let's go to our console and see. We'll see now because what 10 is not greater than 12. If we can say lesser than, if we say lesser than now and go to our console, we'll see here basically. So now this is just the operational relational operational is a tongue twister for me. Relational operator, just lesser than, the greater than, and like we also have, we can do lesser than or equal to or greater than or equal to. So these are the two basic ways to note our relational operators. So we have the greater than, we have the lesser than, we also have greater than, equal to, lesser than, equal to. So you say, okay, you're starting from a number now. It should be either equal to or greater than, or equal to or lesser than. Let me note it here in case you guys want to go right again. So we have number 1, greater than, which is this. We also have lesser than, which is this. Then we also have lesser than or equal to, which is this. Then we also have greater than or equal to, which is this. So these are like, let's change this to number 2, number 3, and number 4. So these are like the 4 types of relational operators, the greater than, lesser than, and their notes to use them. As easy as how we use them automatically, that's how we do it. Now there's what they call the logical operators. Now for logical operators, it's quite similar to for this is so let's say you have 3 conditions. Now let's go on and let's do this. Let's come to let's bring this down. So now we're dealing with our logical operators. So for operator, yes. So for logical operators now, let's say we have 2 or more conditions. So as NEPA is true, and let's say const TV is also true. Now there are 2 conditions there. There's NEPA and there's TV. So I'm saying if there's light and the TV is on, let's do something. So let's use if also because it's a practical way of like illustrating this kind of stuff. So I'll say if, and first of all, deal with the OR operator. So what they call the OR operator is the OR operator. So the OR operator is saying, okay, if there's this condition or this condition, then do this. So let's say if NEPA is true, NEPA is if NEPA is true. So if you just put NEPA automatically, it works. There are 2 ways of doing it. You can say equals to true. This works, or CV equals to true. This works. You can do this and it works perfectly. Now you are giving 2 conditions here. You are saying if NEPA is true, do this. Or NEPA is TV is true, also do this. So what happens here is once it gets to this line, it checks for this first condition. If this first condition is false, yeah, it moves to this one and checks. If this is true, then everything becomes true. So I'll put it to us now. So there's 2 types of operator. There's the OR operator and AND operator. For the OR operator, true plus true. So let's split here. True plus true is equals to true. Then we can also say true plus false is equals to true. Then we can come and
Please,
say,
roll up, please.
okay, yes. So we can also say false plus true is still equals to true. Then if you say false plus false equals
False.
to false. So if you're using the OR operator, what it checks is now you have two conditions there. So it comes to this first condition and check. If it's true, it doesn't bother to even check this one again. Because what? True plus whatever you have is equal to true. True plus true is true, true plus false is true. So if one condition is true, then automatically all the condition is true. Do you understand? So if, for instance, now this is equals to false, and this is equals to true, then automatically what is this? Is equals to true. Do you understand? The only time this code won't run, so let's say, okay, let's come here and say console.log, console.log, don't watch, don't move. So we are saying, okay, don't move. Let's leave it like this. Then let's see else. Console.log, move. So I said, okay, oh, now if there's light and the TV is on, don't move. If there's no light and the TV is on, still don't move. Do you understand? And let's say yes, false also. Let's put here to be true and come in and say false. What happens is if you run this code, automatically this becomes true. If there's light and the TV is off, still what? Don't move. The only time this becomes move is when this both comparison or this both condition is false. So that's how true plus true is equal to true. True plus false is equal to true. False plus true is equal to true. False plus false is equal to false. Now this is the OR operator. So if we go to our console now and check, let's illustrate. Let's go to our console and check. Cannot access NEPA visualization. Who can tell me why we have this error? Anybody?
Yes, the reason is because you have not presented you say that you cannot access NEPA before initialization. That
Okay.
means you have to wait. This one is different because you have it up there now. It's
You
supposed
have
to
NEPA already now.
I have NEPA here already. Let me bring it down so see it. So I've initialized NEPA here because I console.log NEPA. Let's see
Block
this.
scope, I need to come. It has to do with
So let's
scoping
console.log
of
NEPA and see. NEPA still, then there's an issue. Let's see. Let's see what we have here. Const NEPA is equals to true.
I think it's not accepting NEPA as a variable.
If you don't, okay, let's do this. Let's see. Let's test this out. Let's see. See the same error. What is happening?
So I'm thinking that in that where you just put a comment now, that console.log don't move.
Have you declared
That
NEPA
don't move
before?
is not.
I think
It's
you've
not
used NEPA
declared.
before.
I don't think
No,
so.
Not
no, you're
declared.
using const.
Okay, this is where the error
NEPA
is
is
coming
not
from.
declared.
Yes,
So
yes, you've used
it's
NEPA
coming
before.
from line 23, and we've not declared NEPA up here for line
NEPA is not
23.
declared.
So let's move this now. That's where our error is coming from. I was afraid that what kind of stuff is this? Let's go back to our code and let's run it now. It should work now. It should.
But why is this showing lines?
So
Okay.
you're having don't move now. So don't move basically saying, okay, you check NEPA is equals to true, NEPA TV is equals to false. So anything here, so far it's not false, is a true value. It's always run this. The next time this move will show is it changes to false. False. So if I come here now, I'll see move because both values are false. So if you're using the OR operator, just put it in mind that if you're using OR operator for any value, if any value checks to be true, regardless of where it is, all the condition is true. Do you understand? Now,
So I have
for
a
the
question. So I have a question, please. Sorry.
yes, go on.
Please, I'm not understanding because when you put constant NEPA equals to true and constant T equals to true, now in that console log there, that don't move. That's why I'm having issue now. Where is it coming from? Because you're
Now,
not calling NEPA here.
yes, okay. So this, uh, okay, this is that I use if statement now. So if statement is, we'll come to it. For is like a perfect visualization for what we're going to do now. But I'll explain it to you. So if statement is what they call if else statements in JavaScript. So it's called a conditional statement. So you check for a condition, then you do something. That's what if else does. So basically, you want to do something in your code. Do you understand? But you're not sure of that particular instance, what to trigger it. So you can say, okay, if it's like traffic light now, let's say let's const green. Or okay, go is green. I think yes, is equals to green, yeah. And let's say weight is yellow. I think yeah, weight is yellow.
Yes.
Weight is yellow. Then stop is red. Then constop. I can't stop as a. Yeah, I think I can. Let's see. Constop is equals to red, and this is equals to yellow. Yellow. So now this is an illustration of a traffic light. Do you understand? So you're in traffic, you're on your road, you're on the way to work, and there's a traffic light. So what condition do you think will allow you to go? Is the green condition, yeah? But if there's a condition that is yellow, then you have to wait. Then if the condition is stop, then you have to. If it's red, you have to stop. Now you can illustrate this with an if statement, and I'll put it back to us. Maybe it will be clear now. So if I say if, this is how you declare the if block. So you have this bracket here, then you have this curly bracket here. This is where condition goes. So if I say if go is equals to green, yeah, I can say or it's even let me make this easy. Let me make this easy. So if go is equals to, let's put traffic lights here. Traffic lights. So let's say traffic lights, but this particular is the green one. So if go is equals to, or if traffic lights,
Light equals to green.
then console log you can go. So we can say else if you can come here and say if traffic lights is equals to yellow, what will happen? Console log wait. Kindly wait. Kindly wait. Else console log stop. Now there are three conditions to this. Yeah, there's a traffic light, but the traffic light is green particularly. So I'm saying okay, if traffic light is green, then console log you can go. This you can go is a particular action that will only execute if this said condition is true. So for this particular action to execute, this particular condition must be true. If it's not true, you go to the next condition. If traffic light is yellow, what happens? Run this. If it's either green or yellow, then do this. That's the meaning. Do you understand? So now let's go to our console and check. So you can see you can go now. So if I change this to yellow, what do you think you see on the console?
And you,
Kindly wait.
Kindly wait.
You can see kindly wait. So if I change this to, let's say pink. Now there's no pink in the condition. But if I go to our console now, what do you think you will see?
Stop.
Anybody?
stop.
Stop.
Because what we are really doing here is basically checking for two conditions. If it's green, tell them to go. If it's yellow, tell them to wait. If it's anything else, tell them to stop. That's what they're trying to do basically. Do you understand? So as it stands now, yeah, you can use if else to check for conditions. Now for the conditions of say, okay, you're using our or operator. Now let's go back to our NEPA illustration. Now comment this out and let's go back to our NEPA example. So let's say if now NEPA. So this is a short way of writing that NEPA is equal to true, TV is equal to true, low. So if, for instance, you don't want to write NEPA is equal to true. As long as you declare it as true here, you can just simply note it. So automatically reading the value as equal to true. And if you want to inverse it, just put this here and automatically becomes false. So if you don't want to go on and say NEPA is equal to true here, because this makes you look like a beginner. I know you are beginners though, but to make it more professional, you can just do NEPA here. So this automatically equals this. Automatically, you're still saying the same thing. But to make it more readable, we just do this. So NEPA is true, Stevie is true, then console log, sit down. You have to sit down. Else, console log, move. So basically, we have a condition here. That condition, we're setting two things. If NEPA is true and TV is true, do this. Now, for the OR operator, this is the logic you use. True plus true is equal to true. True plus false is equal to true. False plus true is equal to true. False plus false is equal to false. So if I use this particular condition here, if this is true, it becomes true. If this is true and this is false, it becomes true. If this is false and this is true, it becomes true. The other time this code will run if this is false and this is false. Do you understand? So that's where the OR operator comes in. Yes, Adama.
Okay, the question I want to ask is, you didn't put true now, you just put NEPA or TV. So
That's
is
what I'm
it,
saying.
if you put
That's
it like that automatically, does it depict that it is going to be taking the value of true?
yes. Because let's do this now. Let
Okay,
me
okay, 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 okay. Don't worry, I understand now. You already const
Yes.
them as variable, on the top
so
there. You already declared them. I understand now. Thank you.
if I want to inverse it now, I can just come and say this and this. Automatically it becomes false. So if I check our console now, what are I expected to see in our console? Anybody?
No, that's
False.
sit down, sit down.
Let's check.
Move.
Move. Because what? This is false, this is false. So this does not run. What runs now is this particular code here. So are you guys clear with the OR operator now and how it
Just
works?
come again, sir. Sorry, just
Yes.
come again, sir. Okay, I've seen that exclamation mark there. Okay, that's false. That's move.
Are you guys clear?
Okay. Yes, sir.
Okay, now so let's go to the AND operator. So the next one is the AND operator. And for that AND operator, we'll still use the same NEPA and TV. So let's do AND operator. AND operator. So for this OR operator, how you denote it is using this particular. So there's like this straight line stroke where you have the forward slash, I think, or backward slash. If you press shift backward slash, then you have this particular note. So to do the AND operator is basically this. So your AND key 2 times, shift 7 will give you that. If you're using the US keyboard, shift 7 will give you that. So if you double tap on it, you have AND. So what the AND does similarly to this, let me copy this, let me duplicate it, and then bring it down. So what we have now, for the AND operator, is quite the opposite for the OR operator. The AND operator needs both value to be true. So let's say true plus true is equal to true. True plus false is equal to what? False. False plus true is equal to what? False. Now, false plus false is equal to what? Can anybody tell me that?
False.
Are you sure?
True.
Yes.
True.
AND operator is false. It is only when the both
Them
conditions
are
are met.
false. Only true and true is true on the AND operator. Others are false.
Okay.
Thank you.
That's how it
Okay.
works. So basically, if you have an instance, yeah, and you're checking for and is saying, okay, if this is true, do this.
False and false will be true too.
False
False
and
and
false will be
false.
true. So only yes. False and false will be true.
False
False
and
and
false
false
will
will
be
be true.
true.
False
Yes.
and
Let's
false
let's
is
False
not
will be
true.
true.
Okay,
let's
let's try.
practicalize it. Let's
Okay.
practicalize it. Everything is practical here. I love that we're having these debates and there's like different side
False
states.
and false
It
can
means that
never be true.
hold on, we'll practicalize it. Do you understand? Everything here is practical. So let's start from the top first. So let me keep this one pending. First plus first, true or false. We'll find out. We'll find out.
Put your answer on chat.
Yes,
Let's put
I
our
didn't get
answer
that.
in chat.
Adama,
Okay, yes,
calm down
put it.
first.
Yes,
Let's put our answer in chat.
Adama,
chat
calm
and
down
put it.
first.
So I'll say I'll know who is
Adama, calm
who.
down first.
I'm waiting for you guys.
Ah,
First,
okay now.
where's Divine? Divine here. I want to see your answer. Tell me the answer to your answer. Tell me the answer. Where's the team? Two plus. No, I'm asking first plus first is what, not two plus two. First, too sure. First. Okay. Now we have first, we have two. So let's practicalize it. But let me explain. So as I was saying, for the AND operator, what we have is unlike the OR operator where you have true equals to true, is looking for local sensitive value. Once you get that sensitive value, then you convert every other condition to truth. Unlike that, for the AND operator, let's say if now let's just do it's quite easy to do you understand? Let's say if if TV and if NEPA and TV wants to log, let's bring our down. Let's bring our sit down. Let's fix it. Let's bring our sit down here. Please, you guys should take note of everybody that's saying true and false. So I don't know who to arrest and who not to arrest. So now we have this. So we have NEPA and CV. So our two values here now, NEPA and CV is true. Do you understand? So what we have automatically is what exactly on the console? Anybody?
Sit down.
Sit down.
Okay,
Let's move
sit
to our
down.
console. Our console, we are saying sit down, beautifully correct. Now let's come and change NEPA to false here. What are you trying to see?
Move.
Move. Move.
Okay, let's go.
Move.
Move.
Yes, beautiful. Now let's go back to true and change this to false. What do you expect to see?
Please still move.
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 Now for the final part.
Gang, 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 gang. Gang, 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 gang.
It's still move. It's still gonna move, man.
Let's
Sit
go
down.
to that. So
Gang, gang.
If he doesn't move, I will push him. He must move.
that is say false. Okay. So now let's practicalize. Zero. So let's count from five. Five down. 5, 4, 2,
Gang,
1.
gang, gang.
Zero.
So
Move. That's false.
everybody I think
Move.
I'm
But wait.
basically
Hello?
when you have working in the end of so the only thing
Okay,
take
I want to say something.
yes,
I
go on.
noticed that the person that actually was saying false was using the idea of mathematics when they say plus times plus, plus
Yes,
times minus. That was the idea, but this is computer. What's the name again? Oh?
He's using
This-
and gates and get and all
yes, yeah,
gates.
thank you. Truth table. It's called truth table.
Yes,
When
truth table.
if you did computer engineering or computer science, this will be a familiar thing. So that's
So
just the thing. So it's different from when you are doing a minus times minus, it will give you plus. It doesn't go that way. I think that's what the idea the person used to say that it will give us true. All right, thank you, sir. Continue.
no problem, no problem. So basically we search logical operator. And the other side to it is conditional rendering. But I'll go deep into that in our other class. I just want to bring this into light for us to know that okay, this is how to work with type conversion and type correction. So type conversion, like I already said, is you saying, okay, I want this to convert explicitly. You're the one working on the conversion, as we did here. You're expecting a string, you're changing it to a number. Expecting a number, you're changing it to a string. You're using boolean to change 0 to true and true to false. Do you understand? That's type conversion. But type correction happens behind the scenes when JavaScript converts a number to a string because you're adding to a string, or when JavaScript converts a string to a number because you're multiplying by a number. So that's where that if you're in our last class, you notice that somebody was saying if you multiply a string by one, you get a number. Yes. But that's not converting, that's coercing. Because behind the scene, JavaScript coerce your string to a number because what you are multiplying the number. But if you're adding to a string, then coerce it to a string. So that's coercion. The coercion is implicitly converting, while converting is explicitly. Type converting or type conversion is explicitly, while coercing is implicitly. So that's like the two differences. And we also touched the various types of equality check: equal to, strictly equal to, not equal to, and also strictly not equal to. We did greater than, lesser than. We also came down to logical operator, which is like the most interesting part. And there's like the conditional statement. But we'll do this in our next class, which is most likely going to be tomorrow. Now, there are other types of operators. Do you understand? There's the comma operators, there's or not even or self. Let's let me not spell it. I don't move ahead. Do you understand? Because I'm following the syllabus here. But what we'll do basically is, yeah, we
SO.
would, or let me just put it at once so I know I'm done. Okay, so what we can do now is what they call increment also. So in JavaScript, or once you start working with, you will see this mostly in React. You can also do this in normal JavaScript, but it's like a procedure that happens in React. And I'll be taking it out by God's grace. So you are in for a ride. So there's what they call increments in JavaScript.
Yay.
Increment basically is just doing this. Let's come and see increments. Slash increment. Increment. So increment basically is doing plus plus. Plus plus is increments. And when we start doing DSA, because we saw small DSA before we go on, we also have decrements. Decrements is what? Minus, minus. So if you have a value, and let's say you have, if you notice also when we are doing, we worked our last class when we did the square, the rest operator, we also did something like this. Do you guys remember? We did something like this.
Yes, yes,
Plus,
yes.
equal to. Well, and why I said what? Can someone who remembers?
I remember.
Yes. What did I say it does?
That is, you say that you should still hold the initial value and then add the
Yes,
current
and
value
add
to
the
it.
current value to it, the one you're adding.
I'm glad that you guys like take things. I'm happy. I'm a good teacher. Let me help myself more. So it's called the
Oh.
compound assignment. It's called the compound assignment. So basically, what this does is, when using the plus equal to, it holds a value initially, then adds the new value. After adding the new value, it takes that value and hold it also, then go on to add the next value. We'll also practicalize this moving forward. But I want you guys to just keep this in mind that we also have this basically. So this is it for our small tips. Yes, most importantly again, I forgot. We have the modulus. Now, okay, we'll do this tomorrow. Yeah, when we start doing, because I'm going to do conditionals and loops tomorrow. We are doing the if, the while loop, the for loop, the for each loop, and with this, I'll explain what we mean by modulus. How modulus comes in play to us. So modulus basically is this sign, our percentage sign, and what this does is, so let's particularize it. Modulus, modulus. Yes. So this is what it is called modulus. Now modulus is the sense that, let's say want to divide, let's come here and say, let's use our console for this. This is our concept for this. So if we say 12 divided by 4, what are we expected to see? 3. Because 4 will go in 12 times, in 12 3 times, yeah?
Yes.
And we say 12 divided by 3, we're expected to see 4 because 3 will go in 12 times 4 times. What if I say 12 divided by 5?
2.4.
I'm getting 2.4. But in some cases, yeah, you might want to work
With
with
fraction,
a
but
number. You don't need this decimal for anything. Now that's where the modulus comes in place. If I say 12 modulo 5, what do I get? I get
2.
2. And it's what? It's supposing the remainder. So it's not remaining 2 now because 5 will go in 12 2 times, remaining 2. But what modulo does is it disposes of the remainder. So if you can't go inside it completely, then it's not worth it. So let's go on and say, okay, so much space for a while. Let's clear this. Let's say 10 modulo 5. What do we have? 0. Why?
Because 0 is the remainder.
There is no remainder. Like
I'm taking
5
taking
can take
Zero.
it.
it's taking the remainder, not what you can divide. It's taking the remainder.
Modulo basically
exactly.
deals with remainder. You understand? So I come here and say 60. If I put 60 here, what am I going to get as an answer? Anybody?
It's
If I put 60 here,
one.
yes, 1. Perfect. If I put 19, we get 4. So what we have now is just our remainder. So what modulo works with is remainder. So this is perfect for checking instances. You understand? So you can say, okay, I want to run this condition only and if only there is no remainder. Somebody is speaking. It's not fair. It's not fair. I don't miss you guys. Look, miss yourself. You're not supposed to be speaking. I don't miss you guys because I want the class to be interactive. Please meet yourself. You're not speaking. Telling me. So basically, modulo here works with remainder. So it disposes it and okay, since I don't dispose you, let me get you. You understand? So that's how it works. So anything you're dividing with and using the modulo, it holds it. So basically, these are like some of the most popular type of operators. So that is operators today, and tomorrow by God's grace, because it's almost time. So I'm open for questions. If you don't understand anything so far, let me know. But after tomorrow's class, then we are going to jump to working with the DOM. So the DOM basically is a document object manipulation. I think I'm wrong. Let's cover what the meaning of DOM is. And this brings me to the point. You can't know it all. So there's some things you have to check. Let's see. Hold on.
I have a question, sir.
Yes, DOM. Hold on.
Yes, sir, please. Okay.
No, JavaScript DOM. JavaScript. Yes, the document object model. That's the meaning of DOM. So basically, objects on the interface. What we are seeing here, everything is like an object model. But we'll go into it when we start our class for it. I don't remind myself the meaning of it. So yeah, your question, please. Go on.
Yeah, it's not actually pertaining to this topic. I just want it to be like an advice because, like this JavaScript stuff, is it possible for us to be able to grab JavaScript very well for like maybe if we have like 6 months consistency on it, as in we be able to like grab very well.
Yeah,
Or how long does it take? Rather, how long does it take to grab JS?
Depends on, everybody has different comprehension. You understand? So it depends. I can't say for sure. It takes some people longer, it takes some people shorter. It depends on how fast you are in comprehending. It depends on how fast you are in practicalizing. But aside comprehending, you should also be able to work with it. Do you understand? For 6 months is enough time. If you spend 4 hours every day, 6 months,
Hello, sir.
I'm sure you'll be very good with JavaScript. I'm sure if you spend 4 hours for 6 months, you'll be good with JavaScript.
Hello, sir.
Is that okay?
For only
Yes,
JavaScript.
sir.
So JavaScript is deep, is very, very deep.
Why is
Adama,
it?
you want
Why
to
is
grab
it?
it today?
No,
Extremely deep.
I have
Now,
been hearing that it's very, very hard, but me, I never knew that, and I'm seeing it too.
okay, it's not hard like this now, right?
No,
It's not
it's hard
anything.
now. I'm seeing the hardness now. I used to hear that it's very hard.
You not say
Just
anything.
these are the
Hello,
basics.
sir.
Anything I say is just basics.
Hello, sir.
And also, I think JavaScript, they are basics
I have a
or
question
introduction to basic
before my
JavaScript.
laptop go off.
You start doing like OPP, that's object-oriented programming. You start working with like the async awaits. You start fetching data from endpoints. Start distributing data. Then you will know what JavaScript is. For now, it's just light work. You are doing comparison and equator and quality check. Sounds a soft work. Once you start working with what JavaScript is, then
Make it a
Hello,
Kazo.
sir.
you see it. Don't worry. We'll be
Kazo,
here.
Anna.
We'll be here.
Sir.
Any more questions? No, any class?
Me, I have a question, sir.
Yes, ask a question.
Okay, thank you, sir, for the lecture. Actually, I missed your first lecture, but I watched the video. So this is my first time I'm starting lecture, and I also round up with it, and I thank God for that. So I think if you go back to that and the AND operator,
Yes,
in AND operator, when we're talking about the true plus true and true plus false, false plus true, and false plus false. I think I missed something in the statement there. If NEPA and TV,
yes,
that's for the true statement. So if you want to make it false, that's what to put the exclamation mark before NEPA,
yes,
right?
like this.
Okay.
Yes, like this.
So then if you put
So
in
if you
both of
put
that, they're both false now.
exclamation mark, what is that? It inverts the value. So if it's true before, it becomes false. If it's false, it becomes true. Do you understand? So
That
this exclamation mark here now is just the inverse of this set value. So if now the value is false, so what automatically happens here is
oh,
becomes
oh,
true. Do you understand?
oh,
So if the value is true here, what happens
okay,
automatically
okay.
becomes false. So you're using the exclamation mark here. What happens is that it inverses the value you have. And this work for only boolean. So you can't put 10 here and put not equal. So you think it will become 20 or 30. No, it's no. So only way you can do this is when you're using the boolean. So it changes true to false and false to true. Exactly.
Very clear, sir. Very clear. Thank you.
Any more questions?
Yes. Yeah, I have a question, sir.
Yes,
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah,
Okay.
so divine
Thank you. I can comment now.
That's also. Sorry, the people I'm calling their names are people that have engaged me well. So if you wanted to call your names in class, just engage with them. I remember your name. Yeah, divine, I'm with you. Go on.
All right. Okay,
Okay.
for this class, actually, I understood to an extent. Anyway, I have to rewatch the video. But I want to ask, I need an assistant. I got an interview invite, and sincerely, I don't even know what the interview will be all about.
Congratulations.
I'm happy with
Thank
you.
you. Not had previous knowledge. It's just
Let's stop recording. Hold on. Record alternate.
Okay, better.
Stop sharing. So let's discuss freely.
Chidinma, be your friend, though.
Chidinma, carry us.